Hello, my
Hi,
name is Nikita Shekharkar, and it gives me an immense pleasure in welcoming you all to this Google Hangout on-air session with the thought leader, inspirational speaker, and the success guru, Dr. Vishwas Chavan. Welcome, sir.
thank you very
Vish
much, Nikita.
Vishwas is an author of one of the best-selling books, VishwaSutras, Universal Principles for Success. Vishwas has now developed a unique self-help, self-paced online program called VishwaSutras Success for Life. Through his book and the Success Program, Vishwas shares some simple yet powerful tips to inculcate self-love, self-esteem, along with tips on how to be successful in personal and professional life, yet stay spiritual at heart. It would be a feat to know more from Vishwas about his life, his journey to success, from a slum boy to being a diplomat, his book, and to be launched success program, Vishwa Sutras, Success for Life. Vishwasa, welcome to this Hangout session, and we are eager to listen to you.
Thank you, Nikita. It's a great pleasure to be on the first ever Hangout session. Uh, I always say that success is a matter of choice, simply because uh, it is success is a play of energy. What is low today, it will be higher tomorrow or little later, and what is higher will be lower tomorrow. And therefore one needs to consciously make an effort as to where you want to be in the transformation of uh, energy, whether you want to be at a lower plane or you want to be at a higher plane. uh, and this I realized through my journey of last 47 years, that I started my life in a very poor family in the slums of Pune. Uh, my house used to be a natural shower during the monsoon because there were 1,000+ holes on the roof. Uh, it was the hot cooker in the summer, and it was a natural refrigerator or the cold storage in the winter. My parents uh, were just meeting the needs of the family, but then they always gave me a values and principles that success comes to those who decides to be successful. And that's the whole essence of Vishwasutras, is that you need to make a decision whether you would like to be successful or not. And if you choose to be successful, then there are no efforts that should not be done. Give 100%, give complete dedication. And if you dedicate to your mission, if you dedicate to what you believe, success will touch your feet. And that's the essence of Vishwasutras.
Yes, I agree with you completely. So, those were some really wonderful thoughts, sir. We would like to move forward towards our question section. So,
Mhm.
we like to know more about your journey from being a slum boy to authoring Vishwa Sutra. How did it go? How did it go? Tell us about your, some of the memorable experiences during the journey that you would have had.
There were amazing moments. I enjoyed every bit of the journey so far. Started my life, as I said, as a slum boy. Parents were struggling hard. Um, but one of the first lesson that I learned on the way is that each time you fall, you need to rise up one last time. And I'll share you the incident. My mother used to work on a bridge construction, and she was something like 7, 8 months pregnant, carrying a stone of 20, 25 kilo on that bridge construction. Once she fall down and she was bleeding profusely. I still remember as a young kid, I was immensely at pain. I shouted at her and asked her to stop by, take some rest, heal the wound, and then continue. She looked back at me and said, "You know what? I can decide to stop. But then it's important that each time you fall, you rise up one last time." And that's so engraved on my mind that each time I had fallen on my journey to success, my mother's word reminded me that I need to get up one last time. My father's own upbringing and his own journey gave me another second principle of success is that against all odds, he came to Pune with a carpentry tool in his bag and no clothes, uh, about a rupee in his pocket, slept in on the street of Pune station, then grew up. Thereafter, he worked in the bakery as a carpenter. He did some small little jobs, joined the CWPRS and Air India for a short while as a carpenter, and then he uh, joined as a national at the National Chemical Laboratory as a carpenter. All throughout my life, I have seen my father struggling, working very hard, yet smiling, because he was not struggling against himself. He was struggling against the odds that the destiny has shared, or laid before him. And those sort of experiences. I had similar memorable experiences when I met Mother Teresa. I Her touch and her blessings gave me a teaching that it's not important how successful you individually become. It's important how many people you can heal in your lifetime. And gave me a reason to work for neglected issues, neglected people, and neglected areas of work. So these and many more. There are amazing, wonderful experiences that I have had. I had seen a director of one of the national laboratory standing in a bus station in a queue to recruit for his daughter. As a director of a laboratory which has over uh, 600 people working under him, he could have decided to ask one of his assistant to go and book for his daughter, but he chose to go himself and stand in a queue and book a ticket. That gave me a principles of simplicity. The simple you are, the grandiose your success is. Unfortunately, in today's world, people like to work, make things complicated. They like to do things with a funfair, and like to demonstrate their status symbols. I think working with some of the people, I learned that it's not about the status that you have. It's about your own recognition for yourself that you have within your own mind that matters how high rise the building of your success will be. So amazing stories. I met a friend called Govind Bharadwaj, a young IFS officer, Indian Forest Service officer, who was attacked by the tiger in one of the forests of India. And how he survived? At that moment, when that 200 plus kilo animal was sitting on him, he realized he cannot resist. He had to go with the flow. He surrendered to the moment, and then he good thoughts to the tiger on him. Tiger walked away, and Govind Bharadwaj continued to serve in the Indian Forest Service. Simple principle: be in submission to life, be in gratitude to the chance that you have got to live this life. Uh, so these and many other amazing experiences, amazing people, each person that I have met, I have learned something. For instance, when I interact with you, I learned that no matter what tantrums somebody else throw at you, no matter whether people are angry with what you do, you continue to do what you want to do. And I think that's an amazing quality. The reason I wanted to link up right to my little interactions with you so far is that we can learn from every single individual that we come across, and we can learn from every single moment that we live. All that is required is to be conscious and aware. And if you are conscious and aware, you will not require to subscribe to any self guru, to sub to any
Hello.
yes, I can hear you.
Yes, sir. The stories are really inspiring. So, would you like to share with us, where did you learn these principles of success exactly? I mean, how did you, come across them? Some experiences would be nice to hear from you, some more of them.
This gift that I have got from the God is that I'm be present in the moment. I'm aware. I'm observant. And it's just these three qualities: being present in the moment, being aware, and being observant allow you to pick up the success or a success principle that an individual or an event is sharing with you, which they themselves are not aware. When my mother had a fall at that bridge constructions, she's not aware that we are sharing a success principle called rise up one last time. When Govind Bharadwaj was sharing his story of an attack by a tiger, he wasn't aware that he was sharing a success principle called submission to life. When the director friend of mine who stand in a queue at a bus station, when he was sharing this, he wasn't aware that he was sharing a principle called simplicity. And I am sure uh, Mother Teresa, when she blessed me, she never told me that she is giving me a success principle called work for the neglected ones. I think we all come across such instances. There are small instances. If we are unaware and we are unconscious, we can easily neglect them. I think the difference that I had was that I was present in the moment, I was aware, and I was observant. And it is because of these three things I could able to pick up the message from that instance or the interaction with a particular individual. As I could pick up these messages, uh, around in 2004, 5, 6, I believe around that time, I started writing a blog called uh, where I was putting these instances and then sharing them with people. Uh, as I was writing this blog, many of my friends and colleagues and well-wishers said, you know what, you should put them together as a book. For several years, I kind of rejected that idea because I felt I'm a bureaucrat, I'm a scientist, oh, I cannot write an literary book. And definitely, I don't want to write a book which gives other people sermons or other people's lessons. I have enough to learn in my own life. But then, childhood, I because I was staying in a slum, there used public toilets, and as a kid, we were not allowed to go in public toilets. So our best place to go for morning duties um, was on the periphery of the cemetery nearby, which was old abandoned cemetery. Uh, and in that cemetery, there were these tombs and the plaques, memory plaques. I always used to watch at them, and I used to feel that, you know what, these people are so happy, so soulful, so rested. They have no stress, no tensions. Will I be able to teach people or share with world how to be at peace with yourself yet successful, how to be wealthy yet humble, how to be famous yet healer? And I think when I decided to write the book, I decided to write the book simply because that childhood memories kicked me. That, hey, look, you had these daydreams in your childhood that you wanted to be a self-help guide, you wanted to be a inspirational speaker, and maybe writing this book or publishing these stories would be the first step towards that. And that's actually an inspiration why I published Vishwasutra's Universal Principles for Success. And then now I have plunged into an inspirational speaker and success coaching arena.
That's great, sir. Those were some really interesting thoughts there about simplicity and the lessons that we learn from small things in life. Those were really nice. So, going ahead, what are your plans as a success coach and as an inspirational speaker? What would be your future upcoming plans? Would you like to share some with us?
Um, Having spent nearly 25 years in the field of science and technology as a practicing scientist, I have always felt that science and spirituality are two sides of the same coin, because spirituality is your quest to discover yourself within you, and science is our quest to discover the secrets of the nature which are outside of us. So basically, both are the same quest. Uh, and I also believe that both science, the success in science arena, success in personal life, has an indelible link with your spiritual foundation, your spiritual understanding. If you have to have a good spiritual understanding, then you need to understand your own soul, your own Atma, as to who you are. And therefore, uh, Vishwasutra's success system, or a self-help program that I have built up, which is 7 week online self-paced program, which I am calling as Vishwasutra's uh, mm, success for life, uh, is based on this principle that degree of your success is inextricably linked to your own understanding about your soul, about yourself, and your belief and stronger foundation of spiritual understanding. Therefore, in the Vishwasutra's Success for Life system, which will be 7 weeks, we will be talking mostly about understanding yourself. Each week will be dedicated for a specific theme. For instance, week one will be about you are the winner. That means you have enough potential to be successful under any given circumstances. Week two will be about dreaming and preparing for your success. Unless you don't dream, you can't be successful. Week three will be about nuts and bolts of the success. That you need to adopt certain principles, you employ them conscious, you need to work on them, you need to enhance your skills. Week four will be about power of 5S. And what are these 5S? It's self-acceptance, self-love, self-appraisal, self-esteem, and self-referral. Unless you cannot accept yourself, you cannot begin your journey to success, because you are the winner. And if you don't accept the winner in you, you cannot move forward. If you cannot accept yourself, you cannot love yourself. If you cannot love yourself, you cannot love others. If you cannot love others, you cannot influence and impact them positively. If you do not have uh, self-confidence or self-esteem, that will turn out and projected as a ego. And we see a lot of people who have it lot of ego problem. So we will talk in this week about self-esteem well. Then there are two more crucial things: self-appraisal and self-referral. Self-appraisal is at a regular interval the assessment of your own life, your own ambitions, and your own progress that you do for yourself. You do not employ anybody else to do that assessment, but where do you stand in your own esteem when you take your Atma out and look at yourself from the top? And the last one is the self-referral. We are in syndrome of seeking recognitions and appreciations from other. I think the biggest appreciation and recognition you can receive is from yourself. So in that week 4, we will also talk about this power of 5S. Then, after achieving certain degree of success, how would you maintain that success or grow that success is what we would be discussing in week 5. In week 6, we would be discussing completely different, radical aspect of optimizing sexual energy to enhance and increase your success potential. Because sexual energy is the foremost creative energy that we have been bestowed with. It is this energy which is actually or inspiration for making any progress in life. And I will be revealing some of the key principles as to how to optimize your sexual energy towards increasing your success potential. And then in week 7, we will be talking about how to spiritualize your success, how to be a rich man, yet how to be a monk, how to be proud about yourself, but how to be humble at the same time, how to do things deterministically, but at the same time, how to heal people. So that will be week 7. And other unique part is that as we go along our journey in these 7 weeks, I have come up with some unique meditations. The meditations will help you enhance your particular quality. And the unique part of these meditations is that I have used simple mantras uh, from Indian scriptures. And these mantras will actually help strengthen the qualities that you currently lack. So it's a complete package. I have spent uh, over several years in unleashing these success principles for myself because these success principles I have implemented in my own life. I have experimented with them, and actually, what I have learned in last 47 years is what I am packaging for 7 weeks for someone to take and run with towards their uh, ambition to be successful or achieving the mission in life that they want to achieve.
That's a very great initiative. Actually, in fact, a lot of people would benefit. And another thought I liked here was accepting the winner in yourself. That's very important, for ourselves to grow. Okay, sir. Moving ahead. How can people, across the globe keep in touch with you or stay tuned to VishwaSutras activities? Would you like to throw some light on that as well?
Currently, vishwasutras.com. The website will be launched in another week or 2 weeks time. On the website, there will be information about all these scriptures. Do subscribe to the newsletter. That newsletter will be sent at regular interval. There will be a lot of freebies available on the website. Once you can log in, you will be able to download these freebies. There is a Vishwasutras Facebook channel and a Twitter page through which we share some of the thoughts, learnings as well. In addition to that, I do write a blog called blog.vishwasutras.com, uh, where also again you will find that you can subscribe to blog regularly. Uh, there are events happening mm, across the globe. Uh, there will be regular hangouts like this one that will happen at regular intervals. People will be able to watch the hangouts. Uh, in fact, on 13, 14 September, there will be a unique 2 day training session in Pune in India titled Gateway to Success, where some of these success principles will be unfolded. There will be lots of practical tips that will be given during this 2-day event. On 20th of September, there will be a day-long session on becoming a true man. It's only for men, on how to be true man in life. And on 21st of September, there will be a session exclusively for women on how to connect with your inner woman. And those will be where I will be sharing some specific tips and tools and techniques to be staying grounded, uh, to connect with your soul, yet make advances in your professional and personal life, and be soulful and peaceful, and achieve a comprehensive wealth in your life, not only materialistic wealth, but different types of wealth: spiritual, emotional, uh, legacy, how you would like people to be remembered when you leave this earth. So there will be these 3 sessions that will be happening. In addition to that, uh, I will be, and I have been approached to give inspirational talks in different parts of the world, where I'll be speaking on different topics. And some of the topics are ranging from understanding soul success, spirituality, uh, how to be successful and stay successful, how to enjoy and um, reap the benefits of your success, to adopting tantric lifestyle in 21st century, uh, how to be rich monk, uh, uh, where you are rich at one side but yet spiritual at the other end, how to revere and worship a woman. So these inspirational talks and retreats will be of different types and different subjects. And I must share with you, there has been an amazing response ever since people have come to know that I will be moving regularly, giving the inspirational talks and retreats. So I'm extremely blessed and feel happy with that. So there are many opportunities to stay connected with VishwaSutras. Definitely, the best and simple way is to subscribe to VishwaSutras newsletter. So visit www.vishwasutras.com, register for a newsletter, and you can be staying connected.
That's great, sir. That's nice. We would like to know some of your views on, tantric lifestyle and being a rich monk.
Uh, yes, first I think let's take a rich monk. People fortunately understand, believe, and practice that quest to success is only achieving materialistic success. How much money do I have? How much land I own? How many houses I own? How many cars I have? Uh, how many air conditions I have? Mm, how often I can go on foreign trips? Whether I can fly in economy class or in business class. So, unfortunately, uh, people's understanding of success has been limited to materialistic success. Now, materialistic success is just one component of the whole gamut of success, because there are 8 different types of wealth. The first and foremost wealth is understanding of inner you, understanding of who you are. Second wealth is good health. The third one is harmonious family. Then comes your professional success. After that comes your economic success or materialistic success. Also, one more form of wealth is the circle of people around you. Who are your friends? Are they drunkards? Are they visionaries? Are they as successful as you are? Are they saints? Who are they? Or are they just and mediocre like you and I? The other form of wealth is your ability to take new adventures in life. How long you want to continue a job that you currently have? If you continue to do what you are doing so far, you will not make much progress towards path success. So your ability to take advantage is adventure is also a form of wealth. And the last form of wealth is wealth of your legacy. How do you want people to remember you? To me, these all eight different types is a comprehensive success. It's a holistic success. That to me is understanding of richness. But unfortunately today, because people count success and richness in the form of materialistic wealth that they accumulate, as a consequence, people become egoistic, people become arrogant, and therefore we lose touch with humanity. We lose touch with peace. We become aggressive. And the concept of rich monk is to be successful at one end, but to be humble, peaceful, and in submission with life at the other end. And it's not my concept. It's a concept that Osho has talked several years back in his famous discourses called Zorba de Buddha. Uh, and I can tell you that the little opportunity that I had to practice and live the rich monk myself, you are constantly in a state of orgasm, constantly in state of bliss, constantly state of happiness for no reason, constantly in state of joy without any rewards. And I think to me that's the best reward to receive in life. Tantric lifestyle. Tantra is an Indian ancient art of living life to its fullest. Because the basic principle of Tantra is continuous transformation, is to continue to evolve. It's an energy play between a masculine and the feminine in you. It's a play of energy from a lower plane to the higher plane, and therefore you are continuously on path to progress. Unfortunately, uh, Tantra has been misquoted, misunderstood as a tablet of express sex and as a license to be sexual with anybody and everybody. That's not a true Tantra. Tantra includes different all eight limbs of yoga. It includes meditations, it includes rituals, and several other tools and techniques and principles that I strongly believe one can even implement in today's context. And I have been the biggest beneficiary of implementing some of these tools, techniques, and practices in my own life. Uh, we can keep talking about tantric lifestyle for hours together. Uh, However, in the interest of time, I would only say that tantric lifestyle can not only help one to be successful, but will help develop a new age leaders and build a prosperous societies and nations. In result, the world will be more peaceful and more harmonious place if majority of us adopts different tantric lifestyles.
It's really interesting to know how the this tantric lifestyle leads us to success. Really a very unique thought here. And also success is not just about materialistic wealth. Very true. And yeah. So moving ahead, we've received another query from a user asking if they can share a question with you or a problem with you, or maybe if they have a success story, and can they share that with you?
Definitely, I have a quest to understand success principles from every moment that I live and every person that I come in contact with and every other person with whom I'm not being able to come in contact with. And therefore, I would encourage anybody to write their success story to me at vishwas@vishwasutras.com. VISHWAS at vishwasutras.com. At the same time, they can also write to me any questions they have, and it will be my endeavor to answer those questions either by blogs or through books, and definitely personally to the individual who is asking the question. So I welcome anybody to go ahead, write down their experiences, their thoughts, their views, write down their difficulties and challenges that they are at the moment of time, point in time. I'll do my best endeavor to respond to them as early as I can. So just write to me at vishwas@vishwasutras.com.
That's very nice. So getting in touch with Vishwas is very easy. In fact, just shoot him an email and he'll reply to you. So before we conclude, I'd definitely like to ask that, why do you say so that success is a matter of choice?
Well, as I said, your life itself is a success story. Two people decided to make love. If they would not have decided to make love, you and I would not have been here. So, isn't it when you were born, you were success? Now, what happens is that as we grow up, society tells us and puts us into different types of models and molds. Society tells us, don't do this. You are small, so you cannot think big. You dream because dreams never come true. Or if the somebody elderly person is wrong, you cannot correct him because that's not good. You can only do this, you cannot do that, you know. Women should not be given equal space in by men. Men has to be always dominant. Society keeps telling us these lot many different things. As a result of societal conditioning, we have lost touch with ourselves. Because we have lost touch with ourselves, we have lost that confidence that we were born winner. We are born successful. What is therefore required is that I do a self-declaration to myself first that I am the most beautiful person on this earth, most smart, most intelligent, most blessed. I have everything to be successful. And since I have everything to be successful, I decide to be successful. If I make that self declaration to myself first and then to the rest of the world, I believe it's a wonderful choice to make. If I choose to do that, then the remaining things will happen seamlessly. And therefore, I strongly believe that success is a matter of choice. You are the one who is responsible to make that choice. If you make that choice today, your future will be much brighter tomorrow. More you delay in making that choice, more you will be caught into this vicious circle where of a crab mentality, where nobody allows you to move forward. The day you make that choice, you separate from 90% of population, because 90-95% of population is a mediocre population. It's going to follow somebody blindly. And I think you need to make that choice where you want to follow your own heart or you want to follow somebody else's diktat. To me, the day I have always been making my own choices. And from my own experience, I can tell you that success is a matter of choice. Make that choice, and you will be an extremely successful individual.
That's a very nice thought to share. So, before we conclude, I'd like to thank you for sharing some really wonderful stories with us and inspiring us. And I'm sure our listeners will find this podcast really inspiring. It was a really nice and enriching session. So yeah, thank you and stay tuned for more. We'll be having a lot of such sessions with you all. Good day.
Thank you very much. Bye.